score. Both teams back out on the field, Ben, and Matt Servino going to kick it away to the Rail Splitters. Linares and Goodnight back there for the men in green.
They've been standing in that position a lot tonight, fielding a lot of kickoffs, and you get the sense Linares likes to run these balls back, spent a lot of time playing running back. Certainly youth ball, first 2 years here with Lincoln football, he would love to stretch the legs, show off some of the speed, because when he gets in the open field, he's got the legs to go the distance.
Ryan Ruchke out there for the Railers along with Ben Steiner. Here's the kick by Servino. Going to come down to Linares at the 11 to the 15. He's on the run on the right side and he's across the 30. And a nice run by Linares. Look for his blocking and he accelerated up across the 30.
Yeah, he blew through that hole. And it's, with a kickoff, so many times you get to the second level and it is just a foot race. If the tackler for Springfield High hadn't grabbed a hold of him, Linares could have been off to the race because there was nobody between them. It was one man to beat, and well, he didn't beat him.
Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters as we start this second half. Isles will operate out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers here to the left side. Goodnight in the slot. Isles has got it. He hands off to Yount off the left side. Stays on his feet. Still on his feet. Battles across the 35-yard line.
Coach Bass preached patience. I saw him talking with Andrew and some of the other backs, preaching patience. Try to find the hole, follow your blockers. That was a situation where Yount was running right behind his blockers, but his blockers weren't getting out of his way, and it was a 3-car pileup. Springfield High was able to come in and take all 3 men to the ground.
Well, he only gave him a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Railers. Goodnight flanks wide to the right. Isles glances over at him. Now he'll call it out of the shotgun. This time he'll hand off to Yount again off the right side, and Andrew's got some good running room there. He had some good blocking, and he's a strong kid, and he gets up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he had a hole. He went straight through it, punched it, got to the second level, was met by about 5 Springfield Senators, but he turned what could have been all game had been a 2-yard game. It was a 7-yard game. Now we're looking 3rd and 2 just on the other side of our 40. It's this drive starting to look like what Springfield had wanted to do: run the ball and run the ball well.
They list Yount at 6'2", 180, but he looks larger than that in his pads.
His pads probably put a couple of pounds on him, and I know that the 10 pancakes and half a pound of sausage that he ate before the game may have added a pound or 2, but he's a little skinny when you see him walking around the house without those pads.
Well, he picks up the 1st down there. He's only a junior, but he's got a good frame on him, and he's got a 1st down. And no, they're going to spot it. They're going to spot that short of the 1st down.
Oh, that's a terrible spot.
Come on. I thought he was a yard farther than that.
He was on the 45. They must have walked that back. Is there a penalty? Are they calling some? The Railers standing in disbelief.
It still even looks like a 1st down. Officials still talking it over.
Yeah, that's almost where the first
run.
There's a
penalty flag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Flag on the far side of the field, so we didn't see it from here.
Yeah, I thought he was at least to the 44. They got the ball at the 43.
Going to be a penalty against Springfield High. Still looking for what to call it. I saw the ref point in the direction of the Senators, but I don't know what it was, and it looks like they're getting ready to march it off.
So it is a 1st down for the Rail Splitters.
Big 15-yard penalty.
That's going to put us.
That's going to help.
Yeah, down into Springfield territory, and they're going to spot it down at the almost to the 43-yard line.
That may be Lincoln's biggest gain of the night.
We'll take it. Isles going to operate out of the shotgun. He's got Yount back there as his fullback.
O'Rear's seen a lot more time in this game down here on the near side, number 25. He's getting in some varsity time for, I think, the first time this season.
Here comes Yount again. He tried to take it just off the left side of the center. He may have got a yard out of it.
He met a big pile and pushed forward as much as he could. It's tough to try and run forward when you've got 4 or 5 guys trying to run back against you, and that's the trick for this Lincoln team. You got to block, you got to control the line of scrimmage if you want to be able to run.
Well, he gets the yard spot, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 at the Senator 42-yard line. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got O'Rear here to the next right side. Goodnight flank to the right. Yount in the backfield. Now Pudnight goes in motion, and they hand it to Pudnight, tries to make the turn, spins across the 40, gets up to about the 39-yard line. 3-yard pickup there by Nathan Pudnight.
That was a lot of running for just 3 yards. That sort of end around off the side. Lincoln needs to either get a little faster coming off the edge or get a little bit better setting the edge. The other difficulty with that, they're running to the short side of the field, and you just simply run out of real estate when you're going off the near hash.
3rd and 7 for the Railers. Isles goes into the huddle. He's got a rear in there with Pudnight and Yount.
Have yet to see a pass this half. We have yet to see a pass this drive from Isles. We'll be interested to see what we do here, 3rd and 7.
Pudnight in motion. Isles keeps it off the left side. He's across the 35 down to the 30-yard line, and a first down for Garrett Isles.
Calling his own number. This is why you want a quarterback that's a run-pass threat. And he scampered through, moved 2nd, 3rd level. Yeah, it was a good, clean run. And don't forget, Garrett Isles plays basketball, plays baseball. He's a 3-sport athlete. He's a good, solid athlete. There's an injury now on the ground. One of the Springfield High players. Doesn't look too. The trainer's out with his foot up in the air and applying pressure, so it doesn't look like broken. Because I may not be a doctor, Bobby, but that's not how you deal with super injury.
I think that's just a swimmer's cramp.
she's pushing that foot back pretty hard, but Railers getting a good break. Everybody on their knee. Garrett Isles over on the sidelines talking with Coach Bass, getting ready for the next play. But some momentum here to start this second half. Dribs, drabs, moving slowly, but Lincoln is moving the ball. First down on the 30. Yeah, we haven't been this close to the Springfield High end zone since, well, that recovered kickoff to start the game.
That's right. And on that last play, they had Pudnight in motion. They had Yount in the backfield, and as you said, Isles just called his own number, went off a right tackle, and a big pickup there down to the Springfield 30-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Right now they're working on the injured Springfield player. Again, we want to thank all our sponsors, and Paula back at the station, and Lloyd up on top filming it.
Lloyd showed up today. We walked into Memorial Stadium here together, and he's up, bundled up, going to dress warm. I'm standing here in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. It's the difference between being in the booth and so Lloyd, all credit to him. You can watch the game, by the way, Channel 5, see his handiwork. I forget that they play our broadcasts during the game, so I have to make sure that I don't say anything too embarrassing.
Yeah, I gotta catch Lloyd before he gets out of here and see if he'll take the equipment back to work.
If not, I'll throw it back in. Well, no, he's going to the station, isn't he? Yeah, I'm not going out there. Got to thank some more of our sponsors here, whether buying or selling. You need Lincoln Railer alumni Seth Goodman, realtor and broker at ME Realty, located 222 North McLean Street here in Lincoln. View his listings at SethSellsLincoln.com, 737-3742.
Isles out of the shotgun, hands off to Yount, right side. He's got a big gainer down close to the 20-yard line. Handed off to Yount on a quick punch up the right side, and no huddle for the Railers. Here they come again.
I don't know what Coach Bass told them at halftime, but they are now blocking and punching big holes.
Here comes Yount again. He's down across the 20, picks up another couple yards, close to a first down.
That's going to be a first down. They're going to move the chains. They've already flipped the box. They're going to put it in. First down, and yeah, we're inside the red zone for the first time this game, first time this season that we've been this close.
Yeah, well, we scored a touchdown last game, but it got called back.
Got called back. That was a good run from Pudnight.
Yeah,
but
21.
Even that was further away than this. So we're on the move.
Yeah, just inside the 20. Yount put it in 4-wheel drive, 2 plays in a row, and got the first down. Now Isles hands off to Yount again, this time off the left side, and he busts his way down to the 15-yard line, a 5-yard pickup by Andrew Yount.
A little bit of a delayed handoff there, clear out. You saw Springfield High come hard off the edge, and Andrew ran right up the middle. This is the game plan that Coach Bass preached all week. We're going to run, and we're going to run inside.
Andrew Yount back to back to back. Good yardage. Let's see if they hand it to him again at the 15. 2nd and 5. Yount's got it again, but this time he gets lassoed in the backfield. 4th time wasn't the charm, but 3 times in a row we got it down to the 15-yard line. We'll have to see where they spot it. Looks like a couple of yard loss.
Yeah, back to the 17. I would say that was just a case of the blocking didn't hold. Isles hands off to Yount. Yount 1 step, 2 step, 4 Springfield High defenders in his face. The strategy right, the execution on the offensive line is what we were missing.
So now it's going to be a 3rd and 7 for the Rail Splitters. They've got a little bit of momentum going. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Railers to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, it's going to be Isles. Man in motion. They pitch it into the backfield. Putnight stays on his feet, gets across the 15. They may spot it at about the 14-yard on the forward motion.
Now this is the question for Coach Bass. Do you kick the field goal? We have a field goal unit, a field goal kicker this year. Years past, Lincoln not trying to kick the ball. It looks like that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a 4th and probably 4 yards from the 15. They're bringing out the field goal unit, and first time this year, Ryan Boyd, number 9, he's a sophomore, gonna try the kick.
It'll be Scott Lesson on the long snap. It'll be Garrett Isles on the hold. Boyd will attempt the kick. Ball is down, kick is up, soccer style, off to the left side. But at least we attempted it. We haven't seen that in many, many years. We'll be back and go ahead.
That was a weird snap and it went off, and just not a smooth execution.
We'll take a 30-second timeout and we'll be back. We ready, Paul? Shear out of the shotguns. Hands off Jones, right side. He's at the 30 at 35. Taking out fumble. Lincoln's got it. Fumble. Lincoln's got it. Braden Tanner was the guy that knocked it loose, and the guy that picked it up was Alex Linares.
That was pure hustle. It looked again, another one of these big runs from Springfield High. Set the edge, got off the edge. Tanner grabs the ball carrier, spins him back, and then the ball comes out. A pile falls on it. This momentum that Lincoln High started here the second half continues right back at offense. Another great field position to start the second half.
Little jiu-jitsu move there by Tanner as he spun that ball out of there. And Linares, the athlete that he is, dove on it. 1st and 10 for the Railers at the 35-yard line of Springfield. Isles out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They hand off Yount up the middle. Across the 35 to the 33-yard line should be the spot for him.
They're opening up some more running lanes on the inside. That was the case. Yount got the ball 3 yards, runs into his own man, but it was a second-level blocking on a linebacker. And if Yount would have had his head up, maybe he could have shot off to the inside even a little bit more. Step to the right, and he gets 5 yards, 6 yards, not the 3 that he had.
Yount secures that ball when he's going through the line. He's got both arms around it like he's bringing home a loaf of bread. He's not going to lose it.
He had a couple of fumbles.
Isles gets it back. Now he gets it to Putnight. Putnight along the sideline. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. That was a busted play, but Isles made it work to Putnight, and Lincoln down. We'll see if they spot it at the 30.
Good heads-up play, because that ball was on the ground after the snap, and Garrett Isles, almost like a shortstop. I know he plays center field for the Railer baseball team, but picks it up, steps, throws. Putnight, good presence of mind to keep your eye on the ball, and yeah, he fought for a couple of extra yards. Now 3rd down, probably 4 to go?
3rd and 4, you're right, at the 29. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right. Yount in the backfield. He hands off Yount. He's going to try to run it around the right side. Looks for a 1st down. He's got it. He's across the 25-yard line for the 1st down for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Andrew Yount.
There were 3 Senator defenders, 1 in the backfield. Andrew shed the arm tackle, ran up, split the 2. That's what happens when you run aggressively, when you run downhill. Good things happen, you fall forward. Springfield High a bit back on their heels as this Railer offense, for the first time this game, the first time this season, showing some tenacity. Here we are, another first down, almost in the red zone.
Yount on a 5-yard pickup down to the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Garrett Isles out of the shotgun. Hands off Yount up the middle. He's got running room.
Gets hit, spun, 5-yard pickup. We'll take 5 yards at a time. It may not be the sexiest offense, but if this Railer team can get 5 yards per carry, it won't take very long before they're looking at the end zone.
They spotted at the 21-yard line. Yount with quite a few runs here in the 3rd quarter. Clock on the move, 3:38 left for the 3rd.
The only pass that that Lincoln has thrown was that Isles to Putnight pass. They picked up about 6 yards. Oh, I say it, and here we go.
2nd and 6. That's a wounded duck, and it's picked off by the Senators along the sideline. The Senator goes. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 35. He's going to go to the house. 20, 10, touchdown. That's number 45.
Peyton West, and that ball came floating out and fell right into his hand. Center field catch for West. He hits the edge, gets behind the blockers, and what was a promising drive for Springfield, for Lincoln, ends in another Springfield high touchdown.
Unfortunately, it just looked like Isles lost his grip on the ball, and it just didn't come out right.
It was wobbling end over end. It either was tipped or Isles didn't have the grip on it. But the minute that ball came out of his hands, you could see it was going nowhere. You could see it was going to be intercepted. The only question when the ball was in the air, were they going to score? And they did. About to go up 41-0.
Servino going to kick the extra point. Snap, ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. It made it through the uprights, and then it'll make it 41-0. We'll be back after this in 60 seconds. Yount and the Rail Splitters on an interception have their backs against the wall again. It's Putnight and Linares back to receive the kickoff from Servino.
That touchdown, that extra point, puts it 41-0. Now the clock's going to run this game, is going to move pretty fast. Running clock last week, running clock this week. It may be just 1 or 2 more possessions for the Railers before the clock just simply runs out.
Servino getting ready to boot it away to make sure he's got 12 guys out there. He was 1 man short, and he's finally got a man out there now. Senators looking to get their first victory of the year. Servino, here's the boot from his own 40-yard line. Sidewinder down to Linares at about the 7 to the 10. Here he comes to the 15, looks for blocking, and up ahead he goes across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Alex Linares.
Going to get a flag, and it looks like it's going to be against Springfield High for hitting a man away from the ball. This is a big focus for the IHSA and for every ref at every game. Hitting defenseless players, particularly away from the ball. So a big 15-yard unsportsmanlike or misconduct foul coming on that, and that's going to get called every single time. The refs warned them when the season began. They warned them before every game. That kind of hitting away from the ball is going to draw a flag every time.
Looked like a cheap shot on Ryan Ruchke. He may have shoved him or tripped him.
Yeah, I think it was more of a shoulder pad than a shove to the ground. And Ruchke, the play was almost over, if not over. And Ruchke was 15 yards away from Linares with the ball. No need to hit a man in that situation, particularly when you're up 41-0. No need for that kind of behavior.
And that 15-yard penalty brings the Rail Splitters to their own 43-yard line. 1st and 10. 2:05 left on the running clock in the 3rd quarter. Isles out of the shotgun, wing formation. Got a man in motion. Now he flips it to Cannon, and he's wrapped up in the backfield. One of the defensive linemen for the Senators was able to get through quickly.
There was an inside pitch or that forward shovel pass that we've seen this year that just doesn't work out each time we've seen it gone. But trying to get a little bit of a trickery, make Springfield High think that Lincoln was going to run sort of an end around, turn, pitch it real quick inside. But when you don't seal off the line of scrimmage, it doesn't matter how tricky it is. When there are defenders in the backfield, plays like that don't work.
Houghton going to split wide to the right for the Railers. We've got a man on the spot to the near side. It's O'Rear. Yount in the backfield, and he's going to roll, and now he's going to pitch. Isles to Yount, but the Senators read it perfectly, and Yount taken down the back of the 36.
Ball came out at the end of the play, but it looks like Lincoln recovered it. Yount was on his way down when one of the three Senators who hit him pried the ball loose from his arm, but Lincoln was quick to be able to fall on that. It was a pitch to the end, and it was dead in the water the minute they snapped the ball.
3rd and long now for the Rail Splitters. Back to their own 36-yard line. Isles out of the shotgun. We're in the red now in the 3rd quarter. Isles got the snap, wants to throw, under pressure, and he's wrapped up. One of the Senators immediately got through and wrapped Isles up. I think that was 87.
No, it looked like it was Keller Countryman, number 44, came free from a linebacker blitz, untouched. Garrett Isles and Andrew Yount was in the backfield to block, but he was on the other side, and Isles wrapped up, taken down, and bing, bang, boom.
And they're going to let the clock run down. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Springfield 41 and the Rail Splitters 0. We've got a few spots to read. We'll keep it right here.
Chicago Street Rentals helping to bring us Lincoln Railer football this year.
Scott Lesson on the long snap. And Ruchke's got it, boots it away. End over end, picked up at the 34 for Springfield. Railers trying to catch up with the running back. 87 to the 40, 45, midfield, 45, 40, on the sideline, 35, 30. He's going to go all the way. Number 87.
Cameron Jones picked it up, and it is singularly, individually talented athlete. That was just a play that he made, read the defense, a lot of reaching, a lot of arm tackling, and another 6 points for Springfield High.
It happened quickly. That's going to make it 47 for the Senators, 0 for the Rail Splitters.
Lincoln came into this game with just 22 points in their first 2 games, getting 47. Oh, they're calling it back. Flag on the field, calling the touchdown back, and now moving the football back all the way to the 45. So it must have been a block in the back, but he was free, and I don't know that when Springfield High watches that tape on Monday, I would imagine that the coaches are going to point and say that's a flag, that's a block that we didn't need in that situation because Jones was scoring.
Yeah, as you said, it was a singular athlete out there in Cameron Jones, and he read the Lincoln players and just took it in. 1st and 10 now for the Senators. Score will remain now 41-0. Man in motion. Oh, Shearer pitches out distant time outside to Tony Williams Jr., and he's along the sideline and wrestled out of bounds by Alex Linares.
Linares made a big hit, but it was it Braden Tanner who came in and just crushed Shearer. Shearer going to pitch the ball. The ball was just leaving his hands as Braden Tanner delivered the hit. It was a big hit. Just quarterback didn't have the ball any longer.
No, he just barely got rid of it. And now Shearer comes to the sideline. Senator's going to send in a new quarterback. We'll have to check and see who it is.
Looks like it's going to be number 2, and that's Lucas Rockford.
Rockford hands off Williams. Williams still on his feet, and he's finally wrestled down. He is across the 15.
I'm surprised to see, with this score this late in the game, I'm surprised to see, even just from a safety, a player safety standpoint, Springfield with its starters in, that's the reason that Shearer is on the sidelines now. I think after the coaches saw that one hit, this game is well in control for Springfield High, and they're not going to put anybody out there to get hurt.
And there was a penalty on that play, Ben, and it was against Springfield, and they march it back to the 20-yard line.
These look like penalties out of frustration, or perhaps penalties out of a little bit of talking back and forth. Certainly not penalties that are key to making the plays happen.
So So the Senators going with their new quarterback out there. They still keep Williams in there. He breaks the tackle, and then he's finally taken down at the 15-yard line. Trying to pick out who that is for the Rail Splitters.
Big 79, Ben Steiner made the initial hit. Steiner had him, wrapped him up right there at the line of scrimmage, but Williams was able to power through and turn what should have been no gain into probably 5-yard gain.
And Kobe Bottrell for the Rail Splitters eventually finished him off just short of the 15-yard line. 2nd and 11 for the Senators. That is, at quarterback is Lucas Rockford. 5'8", 155-pounder for the Senators. They take a long time in the huddle.
This clock running down, so this is going to likely be the only possession, could very well be the only possession for the Senators this 4th quarter.
Rockford, and they blow it dead. Penalty on the play. Looks like it will go against the Senators.
Looked like somebody moved a little bit early. There were a couple of Railers that really came across the line of scrimmage quickly, but they were reacting, I think, to the movement on the offensive line.
Lucas Rockford goes to the sideline, talks to his head coach, and now he'll go back out. Ball now spotted at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 16 for the Senators with quickly moving block. Tony Williams Jr. still in there at running back in the backfield. Rockford goes under center. He's got a man in motion. Now he pitches to Tony Williams Jr. He eludes one tackle along the sideline, and then he's busted out of bounds.
Still running that option that they like to pitch, hit the edge, and just stretching out this Railer defense. The Railer defense having trouble getting either setting the edge and or pursuing on the edge. This is just a case, you've got a fast running back in Williams. He likes to run to the outside. He can run to the outside, and so they're going to run to the outside.
Tony Williams Jr., 5'10", 205 pounds, and as Ben told you, he's a speedster. He can pretty much do what he wants out there. 3rd and 9 for the Senators.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him run him off the edge back the other way. They hand it off to Williams, and he goes up the middle, and it looked like the ball popped out down there. No, ball didn't come out. Ball carrier just went down, but it's close.
First
Moving the box, yeah. At an awkward angle here as I try and peer around everybody.
We need to wash the glass, yeah. 1st and goal at the 3 for the Senators. Lucas Rockford, the quarterback. They finally took Shearer out of there. As you said, they probably don't want him to get hurt.
I'm still kind of surprised that Williams is in, although if Williams gets a touchdown here, which I would expect he's going to get the ball, I'd expect this to be the last we see him tonight.
Rockford's got the snap, hands off Williams, left side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Untouched. That was a hole big enough to drive a car through. When you only need 3 yards, you can't be giving up big holes like that. But yeah, the Railer defense opened up, and Williams almost walked it.
47-0 in favor of the Senators. That stops the clock at 6:23 left in the game. And on the extra point kick, it'll be Servino again. Matt Servino. Usually it's Shearer on the hold, but I don't know who they've got right now.
It looks like maybe Shearer.
Oh, bad snap. Shearer picks it up, and now he's wrapped up. And he went down hard, and that's going to end that one.
Bad snap. Kicker already 2 steps into his motion. There was nothing you were going to do. He picked up, just held it, wanted to stop. He didn't want to contest the play. Some Railers getting a little bit of retribution as they threw him to the ground. No flags. Not this late in the game with this score.
No. We'll take a 30-second timeout, Paula. Springfield, and the Senators have controlled it all night, Ben. They lead at 47-0.
This game started with such promise for Lincoln. The team came in, if there was a game that they thought they could win, they said, this is that game. We start off, recover the kickoff, immediately put field position, and it has just been either disappointing drives or turnovers, and Springfield High has imposed their will, just played one hell of a game.
They've done the job they've had to do, and Servino's going to kick it away again from his own 40-yard line. Trying to pick up the guys back there. I think it's still Linares there to the left.
And then the thing, it's Putnight too. He's just got his hands down over his jersey. Can't see those two skinny ones.
Yeah. All right, Servino ready to boot it away. 6:23 left for this Saturday night game. Servino kicks it away, and it's going to be
on the catch. Oh,
that's
bobbled it.
I think that's Putnight. And it is. He didn't get any running room.
He bobbled the catch, picked it up, 3 steps to the right, 4 steps to the left, swung down by a Springfield High defender. Yeah, that was not the kick return that Coach Bass was looking for. He, like a deer in the headlights, didn't know where to go, didn't have anywhere to go.
Nathan Putnight was shook up. He shook it off, and he's going to the sideline though. He's all right, but as you said, got his bell rung right.
Yeah, he was stopped in his tracks, pulled, thrown down, and I think somebody may have also gone down to the ground
and a penalty against Springfield again.
They're going to call it against Lincoln. They're going to call it a block in the back.
Okay.
So they're going to push us back even more. The Railers will start this drive, final drive perhaps, in the shadow of their own goal line.
5:15 clock on the move. 1st and 10 Railers at the 6. Let's see who they run at quarterback.
That looked like Garrett Isles coming back out.
He's back out there. Senior Isles out of the shotgun. He's got it. Hand off, left side. Nice run by Yount up to the 15-yard line.
Biggest pickup of the night on the ground for Yount. If we could have done this when we were at this point in the field going the other direction, going towards the end zone, it would have been great. But expect to see a lot of runs. There's a running clock and keep it moving. I'd be surprised if the Railers go to the air anymore this game.
It'll be interesting to see how many yards Yount had in the game tonight. He's picked up quite a few for Lincoln.
I'm very bad at doing the stats on this, or else I would have known it. But we'll pick it up from the team after the game.
Here comes Yount again around the right side. Looks for a first down. He's got a first down. Down to the 20-yard line.
They've been calling his number a lot. Coach Bass said we're going to keep the playbook simple. About 30 plays, well, 60 if you double it, but it's 30 to the right, 30 to the left. Yeah. And most of them have Isles' number or Yount's number called all night. Frustrating to run this much and still not cross the goal line, not get in for a touchdown.
Clock on the move, 3:42 left. Next week we'll be back home against the Eisenhower Panthers. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Isles stays in there at quarterback. Yount's behind him, the running back. This time he's got it again, and he's down across the 25-yard line, that being Andrew Yount.
He's getting some big gains here. It looks as if some of the starters for the Springfield High defense are now on the bench. We're getting the JV players, so it's not surprising to see a little bit better success with the offensive scheme for the Railers. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what he ends up with close to, certainly more than 50 yards. I don't know how close to 100 yards he'll end.
Well, he got 6 right there, so it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Railers at their own 27-yard line. Isles out of the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He's got the snap. Gives off Yount, and he stays on his feet. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to march him off, cost him a yard, place the ball about 1 yard back. This is the downside of running the same player time after time after time. The defense eventually keys in and says, okay, I bet you 12's going to get it this time, and he did there, and they got him.
He may have gone to the sideline now. 3rd and 5. Putnight's still in there.
Looks like Josh Linares, the JV quarterback, number, I can't make out his number, but he's now running back. So yeah, Andrew Yount on the sidelines and Josh Linares, Alex Linares' little brother.
Josh keeps it.
That's Garrett
He's
Isles.
got a first. Is that Isles?
That's Isles.
He's across the 40 to the 41. Nice nifty run there by Garrett Isles. Picks up the first down to the 41.
That was a big hole to run through as well. He had a lot of daylight. And again, you know, when Lincoln gets past the line of scrimmage, they're having success. A good pickup by Garrett Isles.
Isles going to go to the sideline to get the play from Seth Bass. Isles has gone all the way tonight. Number 8, the senior. Been getting the snaps from Sage Conrady, the big center for the Railers, 6'5", 325-pounder.
Sage been looked at by a couple of schools, Indiana State, Southern Illinois, and Illinois State University, all in contact with the big center for the Lincoln Railers.
Isles on the pass, intended receiver was Keegan Houghton, incomplete. Yeah, he's got the frame.
He's a big, very nice kid as well. So it's always fun to see when big guy, big physical player, ask him some questions before the games, and he's just an all shucks kind of kid.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that he's getting a look from some of these schools. Illinois State football doing pretty well. They were a basketball school when I went there, but doing a pretty good job on the gridiron.
Oh yeah, I remember back when that was Doug Collins' school. Out of the shotgun. And the quarterback keeps it. Now he throws it up ahead. It's caught, but is he in bounds? He tiptoed on the sidelines. Josh Linares on the toss, and it's incomplete.
As tight as Cannon made the play. Good concentration. Caught the ball, watched it in, and he just needed to come up a few more yards to get it before he was going to go out of bounds. Timeout, Lincoln.
1.4 seconds left on the clock. I was almost going to say that's the end of the game, but they stopped the clock as the Rail Splitters take a timeout. I want to thank all our fine sponsors for tonight's game. Grau Incorporated, Lincoln Printers and Sign Design, Eaton Corporation, Friendship Manor, 5th Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, the Carpet House, they've been with us forever, Rickham State Farm, Lincoln IGA, Town and Country Bank, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, and Timbercrest Veterinary Service PC in Lincoln and Atlanta.
Don't forget, next week we are at home back at Handling Field. It's going to be Eisenhower, the opponent. There's going to be, the parents are just sort of spontaneously putting together a tailgate. So if you've got some time before the game, you want to come by, grill some burgers, some dogs, play little bags, come by and join us. I know the parents will be more than happy to see you. We're even going to try and get that old Lincoln football helmet, the inflatable helmet, to put next to the tailgate site this coming Friday.
Got to get it back. Some esprit in the families before the game. Josh Linares going to run the last play for the Railers out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Linares got time to throw. Time has run out. Now he throws along the sideline. Cannon, no, incomplete. And that's going to be the last play of the game.
That was all you had left. 1.4. You knew you weren't going to run it. Just went back there, sat, chucked the ball, went down. But there were four Springfield High defenders and just one Lincoln Railer. So even if he would have caught it, would have been the end right then and there.
Final score is going to be Springfield Senators 47 and the Railers 0. We're going to wrap it up. Both teams out there shaking hands. As Ben Yount told you, next week we'll be back at Eisenhower. Coach Ken Schweitzer will be back. I'll be gone. But Ben will be doing the play-by-play.
Yeah, I'm terrified, Bobby. I've never done play-by-play. I'm bad doing color. I don't know what I'm going to do for play-by-play.
I think you can handle it. You ain't got a shy bone in your body. Want to thank Lloyd Kirby up on the deck for filming it. Want to thank Paula Kodat back at the station for filming it. Thanks to all our fans out there and sponsors. For Ben Yount, this is Bobby V reporting. We'll see you next week against Eisenhower. Final score, Springfield Senators 47 and the Lincoln Rail Splitters 0. Thanks for listening.
Lincoln Railer football on WLCN 96.3 FM and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, 5th Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Town and Country Bank, Eaton Corporation, Lincoln College, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Friendship Manor, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Corey Leonard Shelter Insurance, Mama's Arcade Cafe, Collision Concepts, Headline Salon LLC, AG Farms and Trucking, Lincoln Public Library, Seth Goodman at Me Realty, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Chicago Street Rentals on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, Anytime Fitness, Family Custom Cleaners Tanning, Laundromat, and U-Haul, and Stuffteria Pizza.